Allison needs to come home. Richard, my mother said in that unruffled, irritating way she has. Devin didn't flinch. If you don't remove that finger from my face, you might not get it back. My father slowly lowered his hand, his barrel chest rising and falling rapidly. My job, she repeated, looking my father dead in the eye, is to review the evidence and choose the best defense strategy. The prosecutor is planning to move Allison from juvenile to adult court and charge her with first-degree murder. If we go to trial, she will end up in jail for the rest of her life, guaranteed. My father lowered his face into his hands and started crying. My mother looked down into her lap, frowning with embarrassment. When I stood in front of the judge, a man who looked exactly like my physics teacher, even though Devin prepared me for the hearing, told me what to expect, the only words I heard were 10 years. To me, that sounded like a lifetime. I would miss my senior year of high school, miss the volleyball, basketball, swimming, and soccer seasons. I would lose my scholarship to the University of Iowa, would never be a lawyer. I remember looking over my shoulder at my parents, tears pouring down my face. My sister hadn't come to the hearing. "Mom, please," I whimpered as the bailiff began to lead me away. She stared straight ahead, no emotion on her face. My father's eyes were closed tightly. He was taking big breaths, struggling for composure. They couldn't even look at me. I would be 27 years old before I was free again. At the time, I wondered if they would miss me or miss the girl they wanted me to be. Because my case initially began in juvenile court, my name couldn't be released to the press. The same day it was waived into adult court, there was massive flash flooding just to the south of Linden Falls. Hundreds of homes and businesses lost, 4 dead. Due to my father's connections and a busy news day, my name never hit the papers. Needless to say, my parents were ecstatic that the good Glenn name wasn't completely tarnished. I follow Devin as she leads me to her car, and for the first time in 5 years, I feel the full weight of a sun that isn't blocked by a barbed wire-topped fence. It is the end of August, and the air is heavy and hot. I breathe in deeply and realize jail air doesn't really smell any different than free air. "What do you want to do first?" Devin asks me. I think carefully before I answer. I don't know what to feel about leaving Cravenville. I've missed being able to drive. I'd had my license for less than a year when I was arrested. Finally, I'll have some privacy. I'll be able to go to the bathroom, take a shower, eat without dozens of people looking at me. And even though I have to stay at a halfway house, for all purposes, I'll be free. It's funny. I've been at Cravenville 5 years, and you'd think I'd be clawing at the door, desperate to get out, but it's not quite like that. I've made no friends here, I have no happy memories, but I do have something that I have never, ever had in my life. Peace, which is a rare, precious thing. How can I be at peace for what I've done? I don't know, but I am. When I was younger, before I was in prison, my mind never stopped racing. It was constantly go, go, go. My grades were perfect. I was a 5-sport athlete: volleyball, basketball, track, swimming, and soccer. My friends thought I was pretty. I was popular, and I never got in any trouble. But under the surface, beneath my skin, it was like my blood was boiling. I couldn't sit still. I could never rest. I'd wake up at 6 every morning to go for a run or lift weights in the school's weight room. Then I'd take a quick shower, eat the granola bar and banana I'd shove into my backpack, and go to class all day. After school, there'd be practice or a game, then home to eat supper with my parents in Brynn, then 3 or 4 hours of homework and studying. Finally, at around midnight, I would try to go to sleep. But nighttime was the worst. I would lie in bed and my mind couldn't slow down. I couldn't stop myself from worrying about what my parents thought of me, what others thought of me, about the next test, the next game, college, my future.